Good afternoon, family. My name is Lou, and as you can see, I'm fairly new to this YouTube page now, this YouTube channel thing. So bear with me, man. The purpose of my channel is basically to express and share my prison experiences, man. I've been through a lot, man. I've been in and out of the system for over 25 years. As you can see, I'm no spring chicken, man. So I'm just gonna talk about what I've been through, man. Share it, man, and hopefully you guys will like what I've been through, man. I mean, it's nothing funny, but my experiences, man, they deep. I mean, like I said, I've been doing this jail thing, man, since I was a juvenile, since '92. You know what was going on in '92, man? That was the baggy jeans. You know what I mean? Polo was just popping. Guess was out. You know what I mean? Air Forces in different colors was coming out. I remember when I got locked up, the first time I went to the U-Pod, I had a pair of white and red Air Forces with a pair of blue baggy Guess jeans and a red and white shirt, man. Carl Kanai was popping back then. Nas Illmatic was on the radio. Joe Clark, man, Crazy Joe Clark was the director of the U-Pods back then. Imagine. So bear with me, man. I'm gonna take you out there. But before I do, I just want to let you know, man. Once I reach my first 100 subscribers, whoever subscribes, man, and leaves a decent comment, as soon as I reach 100 subscribers, I'm giving out $100, man. I'm gonna go live, and I'm gonna pick somebody out from the comments, and I'm gonna cash out them $100. And I'm going to do that every time I get 100 subscribers. So once I reach 100, I'm sending $100 out to whoever. 200, $20 out. You know what I mean? $100, and then keep on doing that till I get to 1,000 and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? I ain't got a lot of money, man, so I'm going to send out 100 at a time, man. Hopefully, man, you guys support this channel because it's going to get interesting, it's going to get fun, and it's going to get creative, man. I mean, I'm not only going to be talking on here, man, but I got a lot of people that has been incarcerated too. Is going to share their stories, man. Like, I know people who've been on the state and federal level, you know what I mean, who've been through a lot, man, and we got a lot to say, man. Like, for me, for instance, man, the first time I got locked up, I was about 12 years old, man. I was playing with an imitation handgun on the roof of this funeral home, man, and the lady that was in downstairs saw me, started screaming at me. I pulled out the imitation handgun like a BB gun. And yo, get back inside, B, before I shoot you. And she ran inside hysterical and called the cops. I knew she called the cops. So I threw the imitation handgun in the bushes and I hauled air, you know what I mean? And as I'm running, the police ran down on me. They grabbed me. Now, it's not the first time that I got locked up, but it's the first time that I was going to be detained. So when they grabbed me, I'm like, yeah, they're just going to take me to the precinct, you know, call my parents, my mother's going to come pick me up, and that'll be the end of it, you know what I mean? No. They took me to the precinct, and as they're talking to my mother, they're telling her, like, yeah, well, we made a phone call, and this time we're going to detain him. We're going to give him a Class A. He has to go to the U-Pod, and then he got to go to court tomorrow. So I'm like, man. Now, mind you, but the U-Pods back then, which is the Essex County Juvenile Detention Center, was not like it is now. It was a big deal. It was a whole different building. The new one looked like a state-of-the-art county jail for juveniles. The old one, man, was a hole in the wall. It was horrible. You know, when you first walk in, they buzz. The first thing you hear is when they buzz that door open. They buzz you in, you pass center control, the master control booth, where they got all the buttons to open the doors in the building, and they buzz you into another door. And as soon as you hear that, you walk in, the door behind you locks. Because doors in jail don't close, they lock. It's a big difference. As soon as that second door locks, you make a right and go into this bullpen. Bullpen is basically a small room with benches lined up on the wall. And you sit down. And when I got there, was three or four other people in there with me. And the Sergeant Gobble comes in and says, be with you guys in a little bit. We're going to bring you some food. In the meantime, start taking off all your clothes. You're about to search y'all and get y'all change. For those of you got long hair, like you over there, like the second dude that was sitting down, he had dreads. Back then, if you came in with long hair, you had to cut your hair. You know what I mean? You got to cut that. Like, man, I ain't cutting S. Oh, you going to cut it? We going to cut it for you. Man, y'all can do what y'all want to do. I ain't going to cut nothing. I'm like, oh, this is about to get serious in here. So anyway, boom, the Sarge comes, he tells the first guy, yo, stand up. Take off all your clothes. Put it in his bag. You give him a bag with like a hanger in it. It's like a nylon/plastic bag that they hang up with your clothes in it. Guy takes off all his clothes, takes off his box, he told him to squat. He's like, yo, lift up your arms. Boom, open your mouth. Run your finger through your mouth. Turn around. Pick up your left foot. Let me see the bottom of your foot, your right foot. Bend over at the waist, squat, cough. You good. Get dressed. Put this on. Give him a pair of underwear. Not no boxers. Give him a pair of underwear, the white t-shirt, and socks, and a blue jumper. Second dude does the same thing. Third dude does the same thing. It comes to me, same thing. But when it came time, I didn't want to take off my box. I was like, I never been through this. It was like, I don't know, man. It was just felt the shame, degraded. Like a man looking in your butt, and you can't do nothing about it. Like you had to, and I didn't want to, but I had to. Squatted over as fast as I could, jumped up, put my clothes on. They're like, we're about to go to medical. Y'all got to get medically cleared. Now you go to medical and they ask you 1,000 questions. Do you feel like killing yourself? When's the last time you did this? Any drug abuse history? They had 1,001 questions. What type of medication you would take when you was home? Everything, you know what I mean? If you say you're suicidal, you had thoughts of killing yourself within the last 6 months, they're going to put you in a go-go room. Basically, it's a dry cell with no bed, no nothing. And they give you this like a paper jumper so you can't do nothing with it or hang yourself. But anyway, none of us were suicidal. Went to medical, we got medically clear, we went back in the bullpen. But mind you, before we all finished seeing the nurse, we hit a dude in the bullpen because he didn't take all of us to the bullpen. The dude with the dress still behind, he had to cut his hair. So you just say, help me, help, please. Yo, just screaming, bro, like agony. I'm like, yo, they killing him in there. Boom, so I'm trying to ignore it, man, but those screams, man, those, like, it came from the bottom of his stomach, bro, his soul, bro, they was hitting him hard. They had to be no more than 14 years old, bro, getting beat by adults. I know when we got back to that bullpen after we saw the nurse, bro, you can see they try to clean up, but you see the blood streaks on the floor. He's sitting down and he had a black eye, nose swollen. They cut his hair, but they didn't cut it off right, so he had patches of hair. His dreads was missing. Yo, they beat him to a pulp, man. And nobody did S. You know what I mean? You could tell that he was hurt, but he was proud. Like he fought a couple of grown men. I know they went in there deep to try to cut his hair, but he ain't submit. And I'm proud of him for that. So he did all that, and we get back to the bullpen. Now, mind you, the OU house had 6 units, 7 with the female. 2A, 2B was on the second floor. Then you had 3A, 3B, 3C, 3D. The ones upstairs were for older guys. They had cells and they had cot rooms, which are dorms. So the dorms were connected to the tiers. So a 3A would have a day room, like a long hallway with cells on both sides. It had about 15 cells on each side, 30 cells. Plus, right next to the day room is another entrance to go into a cot room. The dorms had, let's see, 6, 8, had 12 bunk beds. That's 24 people. A little older guy that was in 2A, 2B. You just had the cells, and there was really no cells because when you walked in that cell, the window, they had big windows, but you can't see out of them. They were boarded up, literally like with boards, like with wooden boards over them. You can't see nothing outside. It was just one bunk in there, no bunk bed, a bunk. The window was boarded up and the window was bust out. The light was bust out. Then the door was a metal door, right? And at the top of the door, probably 5 inches from the top, was a small window, probably 12 inches by 12 inches, a perfect square. That's it. The room didn't have a urinal, it didn't have a sink, it didn't have a toilet bowl. If you had to use the bathroom at night, you had to hold the milk carton or something to pee in it. And if you got to poop, you better hope that they open the door for you to go to the bathroom and poop. If not, you had to hold it to the next day. That's just what it was. It was like, unhuman. It wasn't meant to be housed there for months at a time. But yet still we were. Like I said, the first time I had to go through that, I went through the experience, man. I went upstairs. I got upstairs around 9 o'clock. Everybody was already locked in. So the next morning, they woke us up like around 7 o'clock. We ate breakfast. I'll never forget. It was scrambled eggs, 2 pancakes, a bran muffin with butter and jelly, and a cup of milk. We ate early in the morning, and from there we went to court. I went to court wholeheartedly thinking I was going to be released. I'm like, it's the first time I've been in this youth house. I don't got a violent crime right now. I'm going home today with my mother, so I'm happy. Yeah, mommy going to take me home. All she going to do is talk crap to me, and that's it. I don't got to worry about nothing else. Boom, so what happens? Go to court, they say Class A remand. I'm like, what's that, Class A? Oh, you got to come back in 2 weeks, bro. It broke my heart. So now when we get back to the youth house, they take me back, I said, to 2A, 2B. I was in 2A. I get back and I'm looking around and there's only 2 other Spanish guys on the chair. And they like the softest cookie filling, bro. Soft. So I get back on the chick, get my name. I sit down in the day room, everybody watching TV. It's almost time for dinner. As I'm sitting on my TV, some small guy, small dude, probably been like 3 or 4 months, but a little shorter than me. I don't know how old he was. He came in like, yo, look, every day at 7:30, they give out snacks. When you get your snack, you better give it to me, like trying to intimidate me. I'm like, yeah, all right, man, get out of here, man. And you think I'm playing? But I'm looking at his side, like, man, what he gonna do to me, man? I'm like, all right, man, whatever, man, get out of here. So, boom. So get out of here, right? So 6:30, 7 o'clock, and they start giving out the snacks. He come, I'm sitting, I get in line, because you gotta get in a straight line. CEO get the snack, I knock the name off the list, so nobody can double up. Give me my snack and my milk. As I'm sitting down, the guy that asked me for my snack comes, like, you gotta give me that. So he went to reach for my cookie. I'll never forget what it was. It was an Oreo mega cookie. It was one big chocolate cookie, bro. When I mean big chocolate cookie with pieces of Oreo on the inside of it, man. The clear wrapper with blue Oreo letters. Oh my God. Incredible cookie, bro. And he tried to snatch it out of my hand. As soon as I smacked his hand, he just popped me. Boom! When he popped me, I jumped up, we started rocking. We fighting up. The 2 Spanish guys, I don't know who they were. They got right out the way, went to the corner. You could tell they wasn't about nothing. I'm rocking, boom. As I'm rocking, I'm trying to get the best. As soon as I start getting the best of them, I start getting jumped. Now, mind you, on that tier, there's about 32, 33 people, right? But there's only like 16 or 17 seats. Everybody else was sitting on milk crates. So somebody that, when I was finding somebody that was behind me, grabbed the milk crate and hit me on top of the head, split my head open. So now I'm leaking. I see blood coming down my shirt, my face. I'm still fighting. Like, I'm not letting them get the best of me, man. I'm not punking. You know, you young, you hear stories, bro. You let somebody take your stuff, they're going to take your manhood. If you drop the bar of soap in the bathroom, they're going to take your manhood. So you hear all these crazy stories, man. You don't know what to believe. I'm like, nobody, man, I'm going to show out. I showed out, boom. For all the way to they called the code. When they called the code, about 15 officers ended up much just slammed us, broke it up. I'm like, I wasn't the aggressor. Sometimes I'm like, sorry, but I don't know what happened. They just snuck me. And then I saw the video. You know what I mean? You weren't the aggressor, but you know what I mean? So they locked me up for literally defending myself. They took it to the back by medical. Right across from medical, they got this, another like tier, but it's small. It only had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 8 cells in there and a little day room. You know what I mean? And them 8 cells are pitch black. The windows are basically painted black. The lights don't work. You locked in there 24 hours a day. But like, well, I got 4 days detention. So I was in there for 4 days, bro, not coming out that cell for nothing. They bring the food, put it in there, lock the door, you eat it, put the tray back out. So I'm like, man, that shit was breaking me, bro. Like, just getting locked up, I got into a fight. I'm in detention for 4 days. Man, I can't do this, man. It's running through my mind, man. So I'm like, you know what? Bro, I'm now, there's no getting used to it. I'm stressing every day. I want to get out of there. All the other kids kicking on the window, on the door. Nothing, nobody coming out. We just locked in there. So when they let us out, they moved me, 40 days, they moved me from lockup, I went to 2B. When I get in 2B, same thing, only like 2 or 3 Spanish guys. But God bless, I knew one of them. Somebody from my block was there, Chino, rest his soul. He got killed in 99. The Chino was there. When I got on the chair, boom. Same thing, I'm sitting down, I see Chino, I give him a hug. What's up, my brother? Like, where's going another brother from the hood? That's cool. Chino was cool, everybody there. So we sitting down. He like, yo, I'm sorry, hold on, I got a headache. He like, yo, you know, they gonna give out snacks again tonight. You know what I mean? I don't know what happened with you, but so we talking, same shit. Some dude come up to me like, yo, you know, they about to give out snacks in about an hour and a half. When you get that, give it to me. So trying to look at me to see my response. Now, there's no man from my block, but if I'm not gonna kick, you're not gonna help me kick with him. You can tell. So I'm like, man, all right, man, you ain't getting shit. Like, what? I'm like, you're not getting X, bro. That's it. I'm not giving man up. So he's like, all right, we'll see. So I'm like, this, I'm getting my money. I'm like, I'm not gonna fight in jail. I'm not going back to that hole for 4 or 5 days. I'm not doing that. So when I got my snack, I got offline and I walked to the back. I told you like a long walkway, and it says on both sides. The cells are closed, but the CEO lets you go to the back of the cell to work out and do your push-ups and all that stuff. So I'm observing. I walk to the back of the chair. Like I walk, boom. So I get back there. I can feel the footsteps behind me. Boom, 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 boom. So as soon as I turn around, he about to get up on me. I threw my snack on the floor and my milk. Boom. So now we start rocking. We get it in there. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Get it in. Boom. Somebody said so somebody broke it up. We walked away from each other. Yeah, man, this ain't over. So China was like, look, bro, every night at 7:30, 6:30, 7 o'clock, right? We do showers. Now, when you go get a shower in the youth house, you don't wash your own clothes. They give you like a wrap. The wrap is a jumper rolled up. It's a roll. A jumper, a towel, pair of boxers, a shirt, and socks. All in that roll. You take off your old clothes. Boom, they give you a new wrap, and then you get in you go. The seal right there passing the roll, and you go in the shower. 6 to 8 people at a time in the shower. So like, yo, look, when they do the shower shit, you know what I mean? You grab your roll, go in there. You know what I mean? There's 2 sides to the back. Cause I just got up there to 2B. Like, yo, just go in there, get it in. Nobody gonna jump in. So you don't know what's going on, whatever. I'm like, all right, bet. So I'm nervous, man. I'm like, they're gonna jump me again. China wants some sucker shit, but China wants to, you know what I mean? He had my back. So my heart pounded to 100 miles an hour, man. I'm like, I don't want to lose, but win, lose, or draw, man. You're not taking nothing from me. So, boom. I'm in line. He like 3 people behind me. I grab my setup, my roll. I go. When I go in the shower, boom. I take all my stuff off, except the seal like at the door. He's not in the shower, so I take all my stuff. I tuck my boxes. I didn't want to because I didn't want to fight naked. He give me the new roll. I put the new roll to the side, put my boxes back on. My man walking like people after me, but there's 2 sides to the shower room. One side of the shower is like 6 to 8 showers. The other side of the urinals in the toilet bowls. Boom. So boom, as soon as he see me, like he do the same thing. He threw his clothes out in the bin instead of his boxes. Came towards me, got a shower slippers on, I got my other. We just start getting it in. Now we get in for like a good minute and a half. Nobody getting in, we getting it in. Like he getting the better of me, I'm getting the best of him. At the end, it was a draw. Like he ain't beat me up, I ain't beat him up. I got a speed knot on my forehead, but it looked like a cartoon speed knot. You know what I mean? My eye ain't black and blue, but I got like blood inside. I don't know from where. I had like, my eye was red on the inside, and my lip was swollen. But he had a black eye. So we both got the best of each other. You know what I mean? He ain't get my snack, and I ain't bow down. And kind of find out he was one of the dudes that run that chair. So, you know what I mean? After we fought, he wasn't talking to me. China went spoke to him like, yo, everything good. Like, you fought him, he respect that, you good. Man, I don't want to hear that. Boom, so we just sitting there, chilling, whatever. You know what I mean? Talking, we bringing it back, boom. And like so I was there 2 weeks. Let's see, like the 8th day I was there, it was the 8th? I got the one on Friday. Yeah, the 8th was just, the 9th was a Sunday. They do church services. So he's like, yo, let's go to church service. I'm like, all right, we go upstairs. Now they do the church services in the upstairs gym. We go up there, boom, as we go up there, like, you can feel the tension in the air saying about to happen. I'm like, China, what's going on? He's like, nothing. We sit down, just me and him, we sit down together. We from the same block. So we talking. As we look, it's not a lot of Spanish people in the youth house at the time. So like I said, 6 units. God knows how many people. Everybody's sitting in the gym going to church, just for the movement. You see like a crowd of Spanish people, probably about like around 12 to 15 Spanish guys in a little group on the left-hand corner. I'm like, China, what all them dudes doing together over there? Like, I don't know, you know them? I'm like, nah. But they all Spanish. He's like, so what? Well, we don't know them. Don't worry about that. Ain't nothing to do with us. I'm like, yo, something gonna happen. He's like, no, nothing going. I'm like, yo, something gonna happen, bro. And you know what I mean? So when you first go to the gym to go to church, there's no seats up there. You gotta bring your own seat or your own milk crate upstairs. So boom, we go to church service. Like I said, I felt the tension. I don't got a seat. I got a crate. China got a crate. Boom, you see them, like all the people sitting down. You see the tension. You can feel the tension. The lady, yo, I'll never forget this because one of the old ladies that was doing the church service started singing, "This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine." And as she's singing that, you just see the rush from the back run towards the Spanish people. So they just start getting in. I don't know what was going upstairs. What was going on upstairs on 3A, 3B, like on the third, on the other units. But I know downstairs we ain't had no beef. So we moved to the side, like that's on them. Now they all getting up there. They all talking about big riot. And out of nowhere, they just started rushing towards me and China. So we started fighting down there. Now all the Spanish guys fighting towards all the blacks. It's like some racist stuff. So we just fighting, boom. As we fighting, bro, I had somebody between the crate and missed it. Like I feel it. I slipped. I moved right past it and threw it. And it hit China, boom, inside of the face. He taking it, you can tell he dazed. So as he go down his knees, somebody try to run with a kick and kick him in the face. But I caught him, boom, put him down. Right trying to get back up. And we back to back fighting. Boom. We must have been fighting for like 4 or 5 minutes, bro. There was so many people fighting, they can't break it up. They had to wait till we tired ourselves out. So we all fought. Boom. Now, yo, tell you, I've been in lockup. I've been there no less than 2 weeks, bro. And I'm going to lock up again for the 3rd time. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, I ain't doing this, bro. The first time was in 2A. The second time was not the time that I fought old boy for the snack. But right after that, I did some BS and I spit on somebody in front of the guard. Went to lock up, went right back to the same chair. And then now, you know what I mean, for this fight, for the riot. So they didn't have nowhere to put it in detention. Detention only got 8 cells. Pitch black, bro. When I mean pitch black, bro, that place is not made for any human being, let alone a juvenile, bro. So anyway, they had to take it to 3C. And they made 3C, they moved the guy that was in the cell back there, and they made all that back there detention. And it was like probably like 30 cells out of 30 cells, bro. And they gave us bunkies in detention because there was so many people fought. Everyone had China as a bunkie. I'll never forget it. You know what I mean? But I was getting names for not backing down. You know what I mean? So boom, we did 5 days of that. Now it's almost time for me to go to court. I got like 3 days left to go to court. Boom. We going to court. I'm like, China, but I'm going to court that I might go home. You know what I mean? He's like, I hope you go home, bro. You know? I go to court, go downstairs again. Every 2 weeks you go to court. I go to court, get dressed, put my clothes back on. Yeah, I'm going home. I can feel it. I'm telling myself, I can feel it. I'm working myself up for that. I can feel it. Nah, when I go to court, hear the judge talking like, yeah, he's been locked up 5 times already. You know what I mean? He's been to the U for the first time. I'm looking at the record right here. He got 3 fights. He's anti-social behavior. Then he should stay another 2 weeks. As soon as he said that, I started crying. That's a month. A month in the youth the first time he been there? No, I don't want to stay there. Now, on top of that, when I get out of lockup, I'm upstairs. I don't go back down there to the 11 and 13-year-olds. I'm upstairs with, you know what I mean, basically grown men, but they 17, 18. I'm not even 13 yet. And on top of that, I'm not in a cell. You know what I mean? When I get upstairs, they put me in 3A first. When I go to 3A, they're celled in a dorm. They put me in a dorm. I'm the only Spanish guy in a dorm. When I get back there, some of my ops was in there. You know what I mean? Back then, bro, there was no Bloods and Crips and none of that. Like, it was just a block name. There was a couple of Kings out there, and maybe some Nietas. But when I was coming up, like, Blood just coming into existence, man. You ain't see that. Not in New Jersey. You know what I mean? So, I'm on the counter room. We'll be with some guys from the townhouses. You know what I mean? And I get up there, and sure enough, there's 2 guys from the townhouses. But we wasn't beefing with the black from the townhouses from the big 30 lot. We were beefing for the townhouses. We wasn't beefing for the guys from the Bevan 30 lot. We were beefing for the Spanish guys in the big 30 lot because the big time drug dealer from my block had took the other big time drug dealer's girl. So because of them, we was beefing. So when I get up there, I don't got no beef with Yaz. Yaz is the guy who killed some dude down there anyway. He killed Jeffrey. And he was in the cot room. When I get in, I'm like, yo, where you from, Poppy? Yo, I'm from North. I'm from Second Avenue Prospect. Like, yeah, I'm from the townhouses. I'm like, oh crap, here we go. I'm out to kick. But he bigger than me. He like 17. You know what I mean? He got muscle. You can tell he work out every day. His chest protruding, arms big. I'm probably like 135, soaking wet. He like almost reaching 200 muscles. I can't fight this guy, bro. That's something's gonna happen. I'm gonna have to fight him. So now, mind you, we're in a dome setting. So go and take out my stuff on the bed, make my bed. He kind of like, yo, you really been taking that? I'm like, yeah. You know anybody from down the hill? I'm like, yeah, I know people from down the hill. Who you know from down the hill? From the town. Now, mind you, I went to school with a lot of them. So I started naming names. He's like, oh, I bet. But I'm skeptical. I'm like, man, dude, he trying to sleepwalk me. You know what I mean? Sure enough, about 2 days later, I'm in the cot room, and he brings some dude named Richie up there. Richie got a brother named Victor. I grew up with him. So happened that before, well, how can I put this? Richie right now has a so-called son for somebody who's supposed to have a kid by Linda. Anyway, he wanted a wife and her, but before that happened, he came in the youth house. This is way before they got together. And he in the cot room laying down. He's supposed to go to court the next day. So they bring him a little older than me, probably like a year older than me. They bring him upstairs. He laying down. Bro, no lie. You know how kids is disrespectful, bro. Like nasty. I got the bottom bunk toward the corner. So now the cot room, the dorm got 2 doors, 2 gates. one facing the day room and one facing the back hallway to go out of it. So my bunk faces like literally, like if I lay on my bunk, I'm looking right outside the door facing the back hallway. You know what I mean? So I'm just laying down. It's like 1:30 in the morning. We got a little radio that the CO had gave us. The CO was cool. He had to give us cigarettes. We go to the window, smoke. You know, we was good. We was lit up there. And dudes up there at that time had a mean juice card. You know what I mean? I was only up there like 2 days, 3 days. They brought Richie up there. Like 4 days, I was in 3 days. Anyway, Richie get there, he laying down. I just hear people giggling. Like, everybody laughing. So I tell him, what y'all doing, bro? He like, nah, Rain just jerked off, just masturbated, and let a load off on your people from North face. I'm like, what? So I walk over, you can see like the splash on his face. Now it ain't white, it's just like spit, like you just see it running down his face. So I wake him up, I'm like, yo, get up. You know what they did to you, right? He had like he was sleeping. I know he was awake. He was just scared. I'm like, yo, get up, yo, fight, bro. Yo, fight out. Get up, bro. We about to go to lockup. Now, mind you, he's not from my block. But we from the same neighborhood. So we gonna get in together. It is what it is. He's like, nah, I go to court tomorrow, and I don't want to miss my court date. I'm like, but I'm not gonna do nothing, you gonna go home, bro. But don't let them do that. He just came in your face, bro. He's like, nah, I don't want to fight. Richie, fight, bro. Richie, fight. He ain't want to fight for none in the world, bro. Nothing at all. I'm trying to make him fight. He don't want to fight. He's like, why, bro, why? So I'm like, yo, if you don't, I'm not going to fight with you, man. I don't mind getting beat up, bro. But I'm going to fight for something. He ain't want to fight, so I left it alone. I mean, like, bro, you don't want to defend yourself? But no, because he ain't go home the next day. He go home like after the second week. He went the second time with the court. You know what I mean? But he was up there taking L's back to back. So Victor, if you're watching this, your brother soft as hell, bro. I don't know about now, but back then, he'll tell you. Yeah. Richard Cologne. Yeah, bro, you was soft. And then let that dude in the cop room bust on your face and you ain't do nothing. And say I'm lying. Nobody lying. So anyway, like I said, bro, like I seen some stuff. You know what I mean? And mind you, back then there wasn't no Bloods and Crips, but this is like the beginning for us. You know what I mean? That came on later on down the line. But you know what I mean? It was just some us and them. It's always block things in North. Like you beefing with a certain block, we get a leave out, we beefing with blocks. And that's what it was. I held it down. You know what I mean? Like I said, that's just the first time I went to the youth house. You know what I mean? So hopefully, man, you know what I mean? Like y'all enjoyed this story. But I promise you, it's only going to get better and crazier up ahead, man. Because I've been through some things. And I like to say, right, that right now, I'm just starting, right? As I start getting subscribers, you know what I mean, and likes, after I reach 100 subscribers, I'm going to be giving out $100. And I said it before. So like and subscribe, man. And if I reach 100, I'm going to pick somebody out from the comments, and I'm going to cash app you $100, man. And I'm going to do it on live, so y'all don't think I'm lying. I'm going to look you out, bro. Just help me grow. Help me do this the right way, man. You know what I mean? Help me mature, man. Stay out of jail and prison, man. You know, I appreciate you guys, man. Much love, man. Man, love and blessings your way, man, for taking the time to look and support my page. Thank you, bro, and have a blessed day and night. Bye.